Greetings everyone, I am Dr. Wolf, and today I've been wondering, where can Chrysalis go from here? I have to admit, Season 9 has certainly made her a lot more interesting because she is bouncing off of T-Rex, Cozy Glow, and kind of plotting behind Grogar's back. This is easily the most entertaining and engaging a character she's been in perhaps the entirety of the series. We'll see exactly what the MLP writers have in mind. But today I actually had some of my own ideas that I wanted to put forward on exactly where Chrysalis could end up by the end of the series. Now, for starters, Chrysalis has not had the best track record at all. She has had some excellent moments of subterfuge, but the moment she starts gaining her victory, when she's getting so close to that ultimate power that she's always craved, things start falling apart pretty quick. She still has this ego of hers that's all about how can I get what I want using the minions I have, and doesn't matter who gets in my way. It's all about I have to have all of my enemies see me succeed. I have to have the glory. And she really does not feel like repenting at all. She knows what she wants. She knows who has crossed her path, gotten in her way, and she's swearing revenge. And yeah, it's kind of compelling in the ways that she keeps failing and still wants to get back up and try again anyways, and at the same time kind of losing a bit of her mind in the process. She's still talking to a log. Even though she has others to talk to, the log is who she bears her soul to. And I'm pretty sure that's Mean Six Twilight given the color. Isn't that what Mean Six Twilight turned into when she was drained by the Tree of Harmony? Anyways, by the end of the series, should Chrysalis be reformed, like so many other villains? That's a very tricky question. I've heard many compelling arguments both for and against. Let's just go over a few possibilities. First off, she could recognize the power of friendship and what's been missing in her life, become a reformed changeling, like Thorax and the rest. And yeah, I don't think I'm looking forward to that possibility. I'm really not. Not just because I don't think Chrysalis would look anywhere near as good design-wise with this reformed look. And secondly, if she goes the same Reformation route as other villains before her, it would seem a bit of a waste. It would seem like all this time she's been one of the mainstay villains and she just gets reformed like all the others in the end. I don't want her to go quite that same way. Another possibility is that she holds on to her hatred, her need for revenge, always continually trying to claim power and not learn a thing. It would be a bit of a change for the series that we have a villain who just never learns her lesson, never really grows, and maybe even still keeps losing her mind a little bit more every day. That has possibilities, but given that the series is coming to an end, it would feel a little anticlimactic. Not as much as just reforming her like all the rest of the changelings and proclaiming that friendship was always the answer, but I don't know. However, I have thought of another possibility, one that I think could really make her stand out, and that has a lot to do with Grogar. If you were to compare Chrysalis and Grogar, they actually have a few similarities. For example, we know that Grogar was the first emperor of Equestria, the father of monsters. He basically had his own army and had gained quite a lot of power, yet lost it all and has been in hiding ever since. That sounds a lot like what Chrysalis has gone through, doesn't it? Honestly, if Chrysalis and Grogar feel very much the same way about regaining power and getting their revenge on pony kind, I have to admit there could be something very worthwhile in the works right now. If the MLP writers have this idea in mind, we'll see. I hope that the way Chrysalis's story arc comes to an end is that she is already established that T-Rex and Cozy Glow are potential allies against Grogar, that they have been plotting behind his back to do their own bidding, to foil his plans in order to make theirs all the more advantageous. What if there comes a circumstance where Grogar figures out exactly what they're up to, and given the situation with the bell, I'm pretty sure he's already aware, but let's say that Grogar gets what he needs from the three of them, decides that, well, you're no longer useful to me, much the way T-Rex did with Discord. Wouldn't it be interesting if, in that circumstance, that T-Rex and Cozy Glow lose pretty much everything and are left in a very weakened state, and Chrysalis somehow manages to get away? Only just barely. I mean, she can turn into most anything and everything. It wouldn't surprise me that much that Grogar might lose track of her for even just a moment. If Chrysalis has the opportunity to save herself and decides, no, I need to get my revenge against Grogar, and decides that she can't do it by herself, that she needs T-Rex and Cozy Glow for whatever reason, she needs their friendship, for lack of a better word, because she still thinks friendship is a disease at this point, in order to take Grogar on. She has the opportunity to save herself and decides, no, I want my revenge. But I can't do it alone. I need T-Rex and Cozy Glow in order to make this work. Could we have a situation where Chrysalis understands that T-Rex and Cozy Glow are important, while simultaneously looking at who and what Grogar has become? This bitter, lonely despot, capable of great things, but so obsessed with his revenge against the rest of Equestria that Chrysalis begins to realize exactly what lies in her future if she keeps going down that same path, keeps holding on to that hatred, that need for revenge, what that will do to her, because she can see it firsthand what it did to Grogar. What if instead she, for a moment, understands that as long as I hold on to this hatred, I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to get any better. I need T-Rex and Cozy Glow to help me take on Grogar, to stop his plans. And in the midst of it all, she has moments of pause where she's able to look from the outside this time exactly what the need for revenge is doing to her. T-Rex and Cozy Glow could very much learn that same lesson. I don't know. But I like the idea that Chrysalis and Grogar had power, had an army, lost everything, and became so obsessed with revenge that it just destroyed anything that Grogar could become. And Chrysalis is able to recognize that. Even in the depths of her hatred, she is able to recognize that. It's a tiny step towards becoming a better person, or pony, or changeling. I like that idea. I like the idea that Chrysalis is taking that tiny step towards reformation, not going full-on reformed changeling, but showing that she is capable of growing, that she can still be very self-centered, but understand that she can't go on alone, and that maybe she doesn't want to go on alone. That T-Rex and Chrysalis and Cozy Glow, becoming this dysfunctional family, are able to take care of each other and still talk so much about how much they love being a villain. I hope that's what the MLP staff have in mind for her eventual role in the series. Wouldn't it be interesting that the villains are the ones who saved the day from Grogar and the destruction of Equestria itself? It would be quite fascinating, but would the MLP writers go that route? Would Twilight and Chrysalis end up having to work together to save Equestria? I don't know. Who would she hate more? That's a very interesting question. But I don't know. Even if the MLP writers don't have this eventuality in mind, are there any fanfic writers out there who'd like to take this idea on? In the meantime, I'd like to hear what each of you think. Would it make sense for Chrysalis to become reformed, or to stay a villain, or just take tiny steps somewhere in between? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, because as always, I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.